Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Here is your Astro Dice reading, and you came up. We've got Aries, we've got the third house, and we've got the Moon. The Moon is your physical body, it's your emotional body. It's really kind of how you embody yourself into this world. We have a very large bird that kind of makes me, my first thought was it was a robin, okay? So a robin to me always says the early bird gets the worm. You have here a barn swallow. So a barn swallow is actually a messenger. They are a messenger from those that have crossed over on the other side, messages of love. So to me, it's could be any of your ancestors or guides, but I feel like when I see the barn swallow, I always feel like it's someone you actually knew. So there is somebody that is definitely waving hello from the other side. We've got a thing of grapes here, like I forget what you call it, but anyways, so a bunch of grapes. Maybe that's what you call it. So grapes are about bringing the fruits of your labor in for a harvest, right? But it's something that has taken time and energy, the right conditions, the right effort in order to bring it in. And so it's something that definitely has taken a lot of energy and effort on your part. You've got this arrow here that's kind of like, this is about being on target. You are on target. Early bird gets the worm. You're getting love and support from the other side. We also have a heart with a rose in the center. Could represent your heart chakra, could represent doing what you love. I feel like, though, this messenger, between this messenger and this heart, so messages coming in through the heart space, I feel also with this dragonfly that is here, that there is some kind of a spiritual conversation, connection that is happening, something that really means something. I feel like there's a conversation that's being had around you. This charm is calling me, even though you didn't get it. It's a horse. It's a straight up horse, but it's really a colt. Or maybe a filly. But it's young. And it is learning to run. It looks a little wobbly, but it's definitely learning to run. I don't know if you can see that. That's so not working. What I need is like if I put it here, maybe with the dark background. Overall energy, you have the Queen of Swords with the Five of Swords. Ooh, there is some BS going on around you. People have got their attitudes working, and it doesn't matter because you can cut through it all. You stay in your power. You be the Queen of Swords, but don't be mean. But you be the Queen of Swords. You use your sword of truth to discern through what is coming in. We have a lot of. Here you have another sword. Look at you. What did I say about those grapes? We're going to talk about those right now. Well, actually, we're going to talk about it in a second. Here you've got your back against the tree, right? And this is the Nine of Wands, and you've been doing battle, and you feel a little battle weary. But it is okay. It is okay. So you're going to transform the situation. We have the Knight of Swords. So this is coming in with your truth bomb. There is some kind of a truth bomb that is about to be dropped on somebody, and they're going to get it, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. And they may or may not appreciate you for it, but you also have this little bunny rabbit, and it's about being able to be agile, about being able to shift and change, and it's also about creating abundance. And so where you haven't felt like you can be abundant, you are about to be very abundant. So you are wrapping up a cycle to start a new cycle. Big time going on with this. So we're coming off of that full moon. Look at this. You are coming off of a full moon in Sagittarius that totally trines your sign. It's very supportive energy for you. And I could see where all the pieces are working. So here we have the star in the key to the situation. This is understanding the magic that is you. This is about receiving from the universe, bringing the energy through you, and putting it out into the consciousness of the collective. So it is something that you are very passionate about, something you're very good at. It is just something that you are creating from the heart space that is going to flow through you to others, because those grapes, look, they're showing up right here. The Queen of Pentacles. This is the action to take. This is to nurture and care for. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, to bring in, it is through using your heart, right? So communication through the heart. We've got the moon and we've got the third house. The third house is communication. It's your day-to-day commute. It's your siblings. It's your close friends, maybe neighbors. And so it's that really, it's community, right? And here it is about sharing your wisdom and knowledge with the community through a very heart-centered space. In the area of resources, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is, fire sign, I know, but this is about getting a little bit into your feels. This is about being willing to put it out there, because you have a lot of energy around it. There has been this Emperor energy, which can definitely be Aries energy, right? The Emperor energy is also all of the kings. And there's something transforming around it, and it's been difficult. And that's because the North Node is in your sign. You are going through this renovation process where you're bossing up and you're figuring out what direction you want to go in and which way you want to move, and having the fire in your belly to go for it. But it's more than that. It's something that really speaks into your heart space. It really speaks into your heart space, because here in the area of resources, you have the Ace of Cups. And here in the heart space, you have the Knight of Cups. And so here we have these two knights. There's movement moving forward. What's been draining your energy is this energy of the Emperor and the Death card. This is cutting the cords. So here this door is closed, but this one is open. And it's almost like as soon as you cut the cord, as soon as you release something, as soon as you're willing to let it go, you get to progress forward. Now, the full moon comes in next time. That's an eclipse, is not in your sign. But I feel like there might be a full moon in your eclipse in your sign next year. We'll have to wait and see. But it might be a little bit of a longer cycle. So there are the four kings that represent the Emperor energy, right? This is when we initiate something, when we begin our life cycle here, when we begin something new, or when we begin new here, whatever it is, okay? We move into it knowing we want to create something, that we want to manifest something. That's the energy of the Emperor, and the Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and so it's a part of the trip that begins at the very beginning. You're at the beginning of the beginning, right? And so all the energy is right there. It's available to you to manifest and to create. And so the energy to do something is there. And the energy of what you feel about it is definitely here. We have all this emotional energy going on here. We have, the energy of the swords, of the clarity of thought and taking the action and moving forward. So you have that going on. You are a Wands energy, although you feel like you look a little tired and a little worn out. So how much energy is too much energy, right? But what seems to be the hurdle really is becoming the King of Pentacles, or you're dealing with one. But a King of Pentacles knows that they just have to, that they've done the work, they've sown the seeds, they've done the stuff, they've created the harvest, and now everything is being brought to them. It's very attractive energy. And so part of what's going on here with the star as the key to the situation is you knowing what you want. First off, being focused. She really looks like the reminiscent of the beginning of the Magician, where it's the as above, so below. And so this is about really feeling, though, in the heart space what you want and drawing that to you. And so it's not about being all bossy and creating stuff, being the king. It's about getting into the emotional heart space, because the action to take is the queen. This is the nurturing. The 3 is the communication. The moon is through the emotional energy. You communicating with others what it is that you want to manifest and create, what it is that you're trying to take this gratitude to the universe that you put out there, to the people that are supporting you as you're moving along. That energy right there is what's actually going to bring in what it is that you are seeking. Okay, because here we have the world. There's a celebration. There's a completion of a cycle. These grapes are going to become the fine wine. But there is something that needs to take place, and it seems to be the gentle touch. Bringing in the gentle touch, right? We have the gentle touch here of the Star card, this Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And this Ace of Cups, which looks like the Queen of Cups. To me, I almost said you had that one too. So, you have the card of gratitude. It is a glorious time to be alive. I am so grateful. Embracing, I embrace and love all of my life. Even the crappy parts where I learned things the hard way. That was good for me. We have the card of abundance. All my needs are met above and beyond my expectations. Everything I want is here, waiting for me to just call it in, and you're at the beginning, right? So you are completing, you are wrapping up a cycle, and that North Node moving through your sign says, so what do you want to do next? The beginning. I cherish all of the cycles of my life. You have something new coming in, and it seems to be moving with a little bit of energy and effort there. Like motivated with the rabbit, which can be very speedy, that horse, which is speedy. Ooh, you have the card of being grounded, right? Both of these are, the king and the queen here are both very grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. You have detachment. Ooh, look at, oh, I don't know if you can see it. It's that bird. Look. It's the same bird. Okay, detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside. When you release and let go of the control, that might be what this Emperor and this King is trying to say. This is what the Death card is saying. Can you release and let go of the control? Instead of working so hard to do everything, can you be open to receiving? Because the Ace of Cups in the area of resources is about receiving. I love this. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that is when it is most often fulfilled, and we have divine source. This divine source has hummingbirds on it. That's your heart. Your heart beats at 55 beats per minute, and so does the wings of a hummingbird. It's the same resonance. This is something about being really in that emotional energy to bring it in. Divine, help me to know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and that the right actions will come. You are my source for all. This is about trusting the universe to bring you what you need. Be open to receiving. Be open to receiving. See in the heart here? He's got his little cup held in front of him, and he is receiving into the cup. He's also blowing, looks like he's sort of blowing the bubbles out. I don't know if they're coming in or going out. I like to think that they're coming in. Maybe a little both. All right, I am on Facebook every day. I would love to see you over there. In the description box, there's the link. Come on over. If you are a member of my Facebook group and you leave comments on YouTube, you get in the drawing for the free reading I do every month. So why not receive a little bit of that? Okay, you guys, you take great care. I love this for you. I really do. I'll talk to you soon.